Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all back to the Damn You Wild podcast, brought to you by Mack World. I'm your man Vinny Mack, and I'm hitting y'all with another bonus episode because I felt like scandalous bitches, man. I needed to tell one more motherfucking story about some scandalous bitches. Just one bitch. And I hate to even say that. I hate to even call women bitches, especially because this one is a black woman. But damn, she's a bitch, man. And I mean that shit. Like it's more to it, you know, than I'm gonna tell y'all. But it's just like, damn, you got a motherfucker making sure you straight. You got a motherfucker taking care of your ass. When you finally got to work, it's because we need to level up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's time for the level up. But that was in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That was in the motherfucking beginning. See, she probably was fucking with a nigga before me. And then when I came along, she saw how good shit could be. The type of dude I was. You know, I was immature. But nonetheless, like, I was showing her things that a motherfucker couldn't. I don't give a fuck about anything she say. You know what I'm saying? So the other day, what made me think about this shit, I'm riding with my man Dave. Y'all know I gotta plug my people, you know. But anyway, we riding, going to the liquor store before going to the club. And the area of Philly we were in, right, North Philly, this intersection, it started looking very familiar. Now, after I fuck with a bitch, right, or after I did, I wouldn't go back to the area where I would know her to frequent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to cross paths, see him no more after that. You know, that's just how I am when it comes to this type of shit. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking in this intersection, I'm like, yo, why the fuck does this look familiar? We at the red light, and I'm just looking around, I'm staring at the fucking stores, and everything just came back to me in like a flash. And then within that flash of a moment, yo, my fucking blood pressure went up, my adrenaline started to rush, all that. I started having like crazy flashbacks, man, crazy. And like I'm telling myself that it ain't that deep, because it wasn't. I don't fuck with the bitch, never. I haven't talked to her for a long time. So we going to the liquor store, man, and it made me think of her. That intersection in North Philly made me think of her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all about this bitch, man. I ain't gonna say her name, but I'm gonna just tell y'all about the type of shit I was dealing with. You know what I mean? Opening my motherfucking eyes to shit, you know what I mean, after a while. And wild motherfucking bitch, man. Wild. So, man, I wish I could say her name, but fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? So it goes like this, man. Like, when I met her, she was cool as fuck. You know how it go. You meet somebody new and you like them, they like you, and everything's all fun and games until one day you realize some shit, and then after that, it's just, now it's downhill. You know what I mean? Especially if it turn you off. This bitch was a fucking kleptomaniac. I mean that in every sense of the fucking word. Look that shit up if you don't know what it means. This bitch was a klepto motherfucking maniac. And I mean that shit. Fucking liar. Man, I'm so glad, like, when I was fucking with her, I didn't get burnt. I'll tell you that. Like, in the sexual way, I'm so glad. You know what I'm saying? It was possible. It was motherfucking possible. Because unless she was just scheming and scamming niggas, I believe she was fucking other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even other bitches at some point. I ain't mad at her for that, but it's like, yo, like, do that without the lying and the stealing shit. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, when I worked in the nightclubs, and like, I met her not at the club, but, you know, close. And like, she would come to this club, and not for nothing, I was fucking with her like heavy, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was gonna fuck around and this, that, and third. I was faithful to her for like 6 months, you know. But see, like after that 6 months, that's when it got a little funny. It got a little funny. That's when it started to fizzle out. And it took a year for it to do it after that, but it started to fizzle the fuck out. I was locked up when we first got together. We got together, we was probably talking for like a month, and then I got booked. While I was booked, I ain't know her fucking address because she lived with her mom, but I couldn't remember her fucking address. I just knew where it was in Philly. I knew the number, but I wasn't trying to do the collect call thing, and so on and so forth. So I get out like a month later, you know what I'm saying? I hit her up like, yo, you know, I ain't talked to you and this, that, and third. I was locked up, and the homies told her, you know what I mean? She knew because we was talking and shit and other things. So everything was all good. She got back up on it, and we was rocking out. The first time I like, this was a sign. It was a sign. She got into it with a sibling, you know what I'm saying? And she got into it with a sibling over a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Over taking a blunt. And I was like, you know, I'm knocked the fuck out. Scared as fuck, cause listen, before I tell y'all about, I'm gonna tell y'all about the fucking setting. You know what I mean? We at the mom house, and man, one night I was over there on some chill shit, about to take her out or something, pick her up, whatever. She upstairs, getting her stuff together. I'm sitting down on the couch. Well, it was a futon, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm on the TV. There's a roach. And I'm like, nah, I'm bugging, because that's part of that. That's that motherfucking Orkin or one of them commercials that do that shit. No, it was a real roach. It wasn't that big, but it was a fucking roach. So I was like, oh, wow, all right. I had roaches when I was a young boy in a project, so, you know, I ain't bugging. You know, whatever. But then, like, you start to look around, because you like, man, I don't want that shit to crawl on me, though. So you start checking your shit, shaking out your clothes just in case. Any little fold, little crease, you like, oh, they ain't hiding in there. So I'm sitting there on the futon, and a fucking mouse like just jumps down the steps, falls down the steps. I don't fucking know, but it just appeared from the stairway to the ground or to the carpet and dipped off. I said, oh, hell to the no. And this bitch wanted me to sleep over her crib. And I remember one night, that same motherfucking futon, you know what I'm saying? I asked her, I said, yo, how many people sit on this shit? How many times y'all flip it? You know, you gotta keep it fluffy. She like, we ain't never flip it. But she ain't had nowhere for us to sleep. And her, I don't know, man. I was fucking with a real hood bitch, so I guess she's still scandalous though. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna say, you know, I ain't gonna reveal too many family details, but you know, this bitch was scandalous. Anyway, we would sleep after the club, and I'm you know, after I saw that mouse the first time, after that I wouldn't go to sleep. Like my mind started thinking like, what if a fucking mouse run over me or some shit? What if it start biting my feet, my toes or some shit? So I slept with my shoes on, or laid there with my shoes on, bust that thing out, you know, and then still keep my sneaks on. I'm oh my goodness, I don't know how she slept, but she hood. One night, that same night, on the futon mattress, I'm budging. I'm like, yo, come on, man, nudging her shit, trying to like wake her the fuck up. She wake up. What's wrong? I said, yo, can you go get me some water? I'm thirsty. She was like, go get it. No, you go get it. I'm a guest in your house. She's like, you ain't no guest. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm thirsty as shit. I'm not going up the steps. I don't want to see no mice when I turn the fucking light on in the kitchen. She used to this shit, so nope. She didn't get up. The urge to drink water was there. So I had to do it. I'm like, all right, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go do it. Got up, went in the kitchen, and at first I was like trying to see if I could just make out a cup in a dish strainer or something, strainer. And nope, I couldn't make one out. I'm like, fuck. So I hit the light, and in the cereal box on top of the refrigerator, yo, that shit, no bull, it was moving. And I heard the mice in there. Then I seen one dart across the floor to go in the basement. One ran into the top of the stove. Yo, I almost shit on myself. I'm not afraid of mice. I just don't like to pop out, you know. Them motherfuckers, you know, I don't like that shit. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. And mice will run up your fucking leg without a problem. Your pant leg. So, yo, I bugged the fuck out. I ain't even get no water. And I had to piss. So I was like, yeah, I woke her up. I said, I'm about to bounce. And, you know, she asked me what the fuck was wrong, the whole nine. I told her. And, you know, she felt embarrassed, but I didn't give a fuck, man. I wasn't comfortable. So I leave. She calls me like on my way, like right at that intersection. She's like, I'm gonna come with you. So I came back, picked her ass up. I was like, yo, shake your shit out, man. Real talk. She's like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Shake that shit out. I don't got that at my house. So we on the way back. She mad, whatever. Now let's fast forward to her kleptomaniac ways. I was getting paid from the club, cash. And when she would come out, I would, you know, I was gonna feed my girl. I'm gonna feed myself. So let's just say that's $20 gone right there, right? Now I had more money after that, and I would have it always put in the same place, or I leave it in my pants pocket. It was always in two places. She knew this after a while, but then like little shit just started happening. Like $20 every time came up missing. I'm like, yo, how the fuck I dropped a 20? She always was saying, the 20 was money I spent on food. And I'm like, I know that, but I'm missing another 20. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. So all right, whatever. She would go back and forth to Philly from my house to her house. Back and forth to go see her mom, this, that, and the third. Or actually to go home. This blunt situation was she took a blunt from her sibling and they tripped out. Said she was stealing, this, that, and the third. Like a full-blown motherfucking argument at like 5 in the morning. And she grabbed all her shit, well, just about all her shit, and was like, come on, we out. And I'm like, all right, come on, you gonna come rock out with me. So she lived with me, you know what I'm saying? She would come with me down to the clubs and shit. She would always get like a trans pass or something. I don't know how she got money because the bitch that didn't work. And I would make like do shit, take care of her and all that. But like, she was getting her hair done. She would do her own hair or get it done. And I'm like, how you getting your hair done? Oh, my mom. Then she had this mysterious cousin that I never met. I never met this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if the motherfucker really exists. But I'm telling you, I felt like this bitch was cheating on me. After a while, like 6 months hit, and when I felt like that, I asked her, I said, yo, like, you fuck with me? If you fuck with me, let me know. Like, tell me. If you don't, it's all good. But we in this joint 6 months deep already. And her response didn't make me feel any kind of better. So that's how I knew. When I wasn't so sure, I was like, yeah. But that's just me. This bitch would tell me about this motherfucker. She would, you know, this motherfucker, I don't know, the hustler. She was his favorite little cousin, so on and so forth. This bitch told me about this made up father she had, you know, because I talked to her mom. We had a long talk. You know, her mom called me asking me about some shit when we broke up, but she didn't know we broke up. You know what I mean? And her mom was mad at her for that shit, so on and so forth. But I was like, no, you know, it take a certain kind of person to tame somebody like her. So I ain't mad per se, but you know what I mean, she could pay me my money back that she stole from me. Like, she was stealing from my family. But I didn't realize this shit, you know what I'm saying, until after the fact, because there was no proof. You know, like there was a phone that came up missing. I never seen the phone, never seen her with the phone. The bitch was with me almost all day, all night. Only time she wasn't with me is when I was working. But outside of that, you know, I never seen her with shit. It was like so much other shit, man. But when she stole from her mom, yo, let me tell you about this shit. This bitch stole a bottle of fucking champagne from her mom, and it was sentimental. It was one of them joints that, you know, we save as a memento. It could be a motherfucking keepsake we don't want to open. You know what I mean? It was a bottle of champagne from a date she had, like a first date, and this bitch stole it. Now, how do I know she stole it? Because one night, sitting there with the homie, she go get the bottle. She brought it home, and I'm like, oh, that shit look kind of good. What is that? And she tell me who she got it from, her cousin. This nigga got a whole bunch. You know what I mean? He's celebrating something. He gave her one. All right, cool. All right. So she put it in the freezer. But this one night, her mom called me, and she get on the phone with me. She say, don't tell her I'm talking to you. I was like, all right. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she just started talking. And she asked me flat out that she stole this bottle of liquor, or a bottle of the champagne bottle. And I'm like, motherfucker, we sitting here drinking this shit as I'm talking to this fucking woman on the phone. Yo, I had the flute to my motherfucking lips drinking this champagne. And her mom is on the phone asking me about said champagne. I was like, oh my God. No, I didn't see it. And I felt bad lying to her. But like, I said, yo, I'm just as guilty. But then again, I didn't know. Me and my homie didn't know, because he had some too. She sitting there drinking it, pouring that shit up. And I was like, I knew right then and there. I said, oh, it's a wrap. So yeah, I started doing my thing. I started fucking with other bitches, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. And even when she found out, she stayed. But she was increasing the stealing. She was out there doing dumb shit. And I wasn't fucking with that. I was not fucking with that. This bitch, to this day, will not admit that she was a klepto. She probably still is. She's a habitual liar, and I'm pretty sure she won't admit to that shit either. You know what I mean? Because some recent life events happened with her. And I asked her, you know, oh, well, I know this is your lifestyle. So she tells me pretty much she had a test tube baby. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I talked to people close to me, and they told me like, hey, you talked to Shorty, this, that, and the third. I'm like, no. Last time, you know, she hit me up, she just like pretty much just said how she was doing out of just nowhere, random shit. And I went to her profile, and she got, you know, little babies and shit, whatever. But one of the motherfuckers is a test tube baby, apparently from her. But then other motherfuckers say that's not what she told them. So I'm like, yeah, that bitch is a habitual liar, for real. So fuck that hoe. You know what I'm saying? If she ever hit me up, I hope she hear this, because she know I'm gonna be talking about her. You know what I'm saying? I hope she doing better. I hope she changed as a person, but she need to run back that bread. You heard me? Like, fuck all the noise. She need to run back that motherfucking money. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? She ain't had none of value. This bitch was, man, listen. I know it takes a special person to tame somebody like that. You know, but I don't beat on bitches. You know what I'm saying? When they become bitches, when I feel like, man, she getting on my nerves too much, yeah, I cut them the fuck loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all the dumb shit. I'm not about to waste my motherfucking time dealing with this bitch. So, with that being motherfucking said, You know, scandalous bitches are everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere. You have good, great, amazing women, then you got scandalous bitches. For real. I'm telling you. These days, though, niggas, they won't even give a fuck how scandalous a bitch is. You know what I'm saying? They won't give two fucks. As long as she look good, as long as she got a fat ass, fake or real, she got that motherfucking lace front real right, real nice, the makeup and all that, man, they'll support these hoes 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to motherfucking Gorgeous Andre Taylor out in Oakland. This motherfucker, or this man said, at the end of the day, when there ain't no other jobs left in the world, there's always gonna be pimping and hoeing. And that's so true. It's so true. I ain't gonna get into that, but the scandalous bitches, they're still out there. They're still out there. They scamming all the good niggas, all the good men out there, out of their bread, you know, and doing them dirty. But that's their job to figure that shit out. Cause how many motherfuckers will believe a person like, yo, your girl's scheming, she's scamming on you, homie? Not too many people believe that shit off the rip. You know what I'm saying? They don't really look into that because they so in love, or they like, no, fuck that. She won't do that to me. They trust her a whole 100%. Ain't nothing wrong with that, trusting a woman, but don't trust these scandalous bitches, man. Don't trust these scandalous bitches, man. So with that being said, this was the bonus episode, Scandalous Bitches, man. I wish I could have went in more detail for y'all, but I felt like I was getting a little angry again, and I ain't trying to go that route. So tune in soon. I got episode 5 coming. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this shit gonna be funny. Shout out to my man Dave, my security homie, Mack Security. Shout out to Dre Carter, Wilkie Baby, Goon the Kid, everybody out there, man. I fuck with y'all, love y'all. And this is the motherfucking Damn You Wild podcast.